Thank you for always trusting us. Yes, we are here again on your favorite show, The Banter. My name is Grace Komalafe, and I am here with my team, my co-banters. Hello, guys.
What's up with you?
The spirit is quite low today. I don't know why. Somebody help me.
I'll get money, they shout.
Somebody help. What did you just say?
Eh?
What did you just say?
I said, I'll get money, they shout.
Okay, I get money. Good afternoon. Hello, guys. Welcome to The Banter. Nobody's even supporting me.
So now
Bless you, Juvie.
Wow, you even drop.
Bless you, Juvie.
Famous.
Oh, yeah.
Aye.
It's you one more time, Juvie.
Aye.
Bless you.
Aye.
Hi, guys. What's happening? This is serious. Everybody, It's okay. Let's start from Babaka. What's up?
It's always great to be here. Always great.
Yeah, sure.
I see me in your home, get Amaka. Can come with Kitty baby,
Uh-huh.
Nikki. You can come with chocolates. If I brought come.
Okay. Okay.
Don't start.
Okay.
Don't
She's
start.
coming up now. She's coming up. Gradually, we'll get to that pace where we want to, Yes, let's have him.
It's your boy Zika.
At least your own pace self over go ground warrior. What's happen?
There's no money. But if
You see the spirit you brought here today, spirit of money. I don't like it.
If I can see credit alert, I'll be.
See me after the
So,
show.
Like,
It's
Una here.
what? I'm not talking to you. Let me
Una.
just come like this. Okay, so let me cross. So what's up?
You have to know.
Are you kidding? You will not see a lot. Forget that thing.
No, I'm being humble.
So that I will tell you, I'll ask you to send me your answer, right?
That's fine.
Make I tell you.
Thank
I'm not going to chop knuckle.
Don't do like that now.
All right, let's go to that man in black, white and black. Let's not me and you to do this thing today.
You know what it is. The phenomenal Jupiter.
Oh, really?
I've been away for a while, but I'm happy to be back.
Do cut.
That's just it.
What is it?
What is he saying?
All right, guys. Well, either you like it or not, you see this team, I enjoy them a lot. Whichever way we choose to bring the show in, trust me. You have to do what?
I brought corn.
All right, guys. Okay, so.
You're making me emotional.
Okay, so let's face it. Let's face it. You guys are welcome. I welcome each and every one of us to the show. Officially. Let's be serious. Let's get started. So you are welcome. Okay, so today, right? We'll be speaking to a video. Though the video has been a long time on the internet. I mean, it's not a new video, honestly. But I just felt we should have a conversation around it. So, which one do you prefer? You want us to show our audience the video, or you just want us to speak to it directly? Let's vote. Let's vote. They wanted them to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go watch this video. We'll be right back. You worked it right, ascending into the ceiling. Not heaven this time. So what came to your mind when you saw that video?
Parachute.
What came to your mind?
A lot of things came to my mind. Okay. I can't factor what is real again and what is fake. Like, it's so amazing. You're ascending into the ceiling. From where? How? Okay. Where is the supernatural lifting from?
No, the supernatural lifting was a rope. You didn't see the rope. It was a rope now. So I think someone was in
like,
there.
Why would you do that?
More than one.
Pull down from the ground.
And
up to the
raise
ceiling.
into the heavens. Of
In
the
front of
ceiling.
your congregation.
I think
Why would you do that?
we need to gather those people around
Okay.
flog them, then flog the pastor himself, and ask what prompted this.
After flogging.
Yes,
That's
because
not nice. That's they will definitely, there must be a reason behind this. Probably it was just a drama.
I hope it is.
It could be a drama, maybe, you understand now. I don't know, you guys, you see the social media. I don't know what it's turning the world into. Any piece of information that goes to social media, we tend to give it a different interpretation entirely, and that's actually not nice. That's not nice. But seriously, I would like us to drive a conversation around it. Either the video is acting, drama, or for real, the man actually pretended to, or whichever
trend.
You never can tell. Whichever it is, let me come to Juvie. Speaking to leadership and the kind of trust the congregation have in them, what do you think are guidelines, things you feel they should do when it comes to dealing with congregations?
All right. Basically, respectfully, I'm a Christian, and so when it comes to Christian faith, it hurts to see some what I call the fakes out there, people doing stuff in the name of Christ, and they've got no reason for doing that. And if you read through the scripture, especially the writings of Paul to Timothy, first book and second book of Timothy, you'll find what you should expect from those who teach the gospel. Levitation, well, is this something that we could see now? It's arguable if these things are, you could find them in the Bible. And people go out of just to prove a point to get congregation. They do things that you cannot verify. I've seen videos of ministers telling their congregation or congregants to eat grass. Yeah. And I'm wondering in my head, like, what really happened to you? When someone says stuff, is there nothing with which you can check if this is written in the Word of God? And so I pity majority, and this is not just African thing, right? So people don't run away with the conclusion that it's just in Africa. No. It's been, there was a case in the US whereby people took cyanide-laden punch and they died. They were expecting their Jesus, And so people had used religion, whether in the East or the West, in Africa, to bamboozle people. And for me, the great part is, please, read the scriptures for yourself and save yourself of all this, this merchandise. People make a merchandise of because it's nothing new. And so people depend on you. If you go and you bear the name of Jesus, please teach the real gospel. There's no need to market anything. Don't market him. Don't do that. Let him do the saving. It's a disgrace. It's a shameful practice, and they should be arrested. They should be arrested, prosecuted.
That is if it's not a drama.
It wasn't a drama. It wasn't a drama. People should be arrested and prosecuted. It's a shame.
We are just driving a conversation around it, like I said. We don't really know much about the story. But because we know that things like this happened, and that's why we're having this conversation. So I want to come to you, Fortune. When it comes to deception, what is the ethical implication of, using deceptive methods to pass messages to congregations?
Well, in as much as the congregation wants to be obedient, we should also know we are supposed to be observant, meditate on the word of God. I watched one time a video relating to this video where a man of God threw an apple on a church member and he fell down and was the spiritual stuff. And I watched another video where a man of God was eating eba with his hand and was using the same hand to feed his congregation. That's as part of our quote miracle. So
I don't get that.
He was feeding, yeah. Feeding them. Yes. So he's eating to feed. Like, would I use the word I'm healing you or stuff like that? So he was eating the eba and he was using the same hand to feed each and every one of the congregation, each and every one of the church members. So church members should be observant. read your scriptures, meditate on I don't feel a man of God ascending means anything. If I see someone ascending, you are right. I won't even let you lay your hand on me. Not to talk of.
You know. Okay, so let's come to Amaka. Ethical implication of such practices. Now, it's not even all about just church. We're talking about religious gathering as a whole. Trust me, just the way we have it in the Christian folds, we'll have it even in the Islamic folds, because we've seen a lot of miracles here and there. I think we are just basically speaking to so we can begin to caution ourselves, or for people to see the need to be more careful, to look inward before accepting just anything. So I wanted to speak to this, the implication of, dissect in religious settings.
Okay, one of the implications I think I can wrap my head around is the fact that you make people fall out of religion. So many people will not believe in religion again, because the more you keep deceiving people, the more you keep telling people that, oh, religion is fake. And you get it. And once you deceive me, they say once bitten, twice shy.
Okay.
You can't deceive me more than once. Just like he said, it's not a drama. I feel that was not even a stage drama, because if that was a drama, I don't think the congregation would be that astonished to see a man of God ascend through the ceiling. So one of the implications is making people fall out of religion, and then there will be a big gap. Because so many people now, I know so many people that will tell you that they don't want to go to church, they don't want to pray, that they commune with God on their own basis. You get it? So this kind of occurrence now is not healthy, it's not nice for the congregation to make them want to fall out of religion. I feel like everything is just the same.
Okay, so Delight, how would you encourage critical thinking in situations like this?
Okay, first and foremost, I'll say that people shouldn't be gullible. Now, for you to be able to understand your religion, there are things that you must read, there are practices that you must see for yourself to be able to understand what your religion is all about. So I feel if you've read the scripture from beginning, whatever, whether if you're a Muslim, no,
that yes, you understand to some extent, you know the Bible or you know your Quran.
Obviously,
but
I feel
that back-to-back reader that you have everything okay.
No, what I'm saying is this: I feel that for every religion, there's this process you go through, whether as a child. For the Muslims, they go to Quranic school.
Yes.
For the Christians, you attend Sunday school.
Yes.
Even the so-called traditionalists, they educate their young ones on their religions or their traditions and belief. So what I'm saying is this: read through those materials that have been provided for your religion. Read through it, understand what your religion is all about, so that you do not fall into this. Can you imagine? I was even mentioning some. I saw a pastor that was jumping on as if they were fighting. Yes. And someone was even saying, "Open my shoe, take your visa."
I saw there was a man was baiting women.
Yes, I think I saw that.
And so you tell me
things like this haven't been mentioned in the Bible. Obviously, you know that these are people are trying to gain popularity or be the talk of the town or something. And secondly, also, the so-called leaders should not mock or should not make a joke out of Christianity.
Yes.
The fact that we are not like the Muslims, because I feel that this kind of thing cannot be tried in maybe all the Muslim states like Kano. Okay, take for instance the lady who wore spaghetti that they call those dresses. What happened? What do they call the Arabic law? Caught up with her, and I heard that she was even sentenced to death for dressing indecently. So we shouldn't, the fact that we are not attaching punishments or anything to our religion, we shouldn't mock our religion or mock Christ Jesus.
So thank you. So you're talking about punishment will take us to the part of law enforcement or engagement here. We'll just take that for maybe 10 seconds each. What is the place of law enforcement in religious homes? Because basically it's more like maybe they just do stuffs, no law is guiding, and I believe they are under the law, because I mean, religious settings are not a standalone away from the country, right? So I think there should be some laws guiding, and how do we begin to see these things come to pass? So we'll just take 10 seconds each.
The Muslims have their laws already, and they strictly follow the. Even we sometimes, when we hear of these news, we say, is this not too much? Is this not too harsh? You get? So they already have their laws. But even we as Christians, we do have our laws. It's just that the person who we believe in is very merciful. Because there are some principles that are there. For instance, stealing. There's a consequence for stealing. It may not be, the thing about Christianity is that our own consequence may not come immediately when we commit that crime or offense. It may come years later. It will definitely catch up with us. That's what we call karma, right? So the thing is that people take advantage of God's mercy. As I'm talking based on the Christianity, the part I know of. So I don't want to talk about other religions. So people do not understand the full extent of what God is, what He can do. Because if you know that obviously this person can snap the life out of you. Ordinarily, when we are fighting with maybe touts, agberus, or police, we understand that, oh, this person can, and we maintain. So people don't understand the full power of who He is. That's why they just misbehave anyhow. So we must understand this, and we should abstain from doing things that will mock our religion. Because it's basically you only hear comedians use Christianity, and not the other way.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's start.
Okay, you said there are laws, NGOs, churches are, mosques are NGOs, right? And so you need to be registered under the corporate, the CAC laws and all that. And with the proliferation of individual kind of churches, you don't expect maybe one particular denomination telling another denomination. They just tell you, we're no longer under the law, we're under the grace. However, I think there was a particular time the federal government of Nigeria had to ask all broadcast TV stations to discontinue things that had to do with miracle. Because you could not even substantiate what was real from what was, was unreal. And so people were being swindled of their money, and people were being deceived. So in such instance, this kind of person could have been arrested because you are leading a good number of people astray. Even if you took away the religious.
Some wives will even take their husband's cars, and sow it based on the miracle that they've seen.
And they sow themselves eventually.
So depressed.
Okay, so let's have you. Let's have your 10 seconds.
So if there are laws guiding or protecting the Christian world, I think they should be implemented strictly. Because that's why I respect I'm not a Muslim, I'm a Christian. I respect the Muslim laws. So, like what he said, when the woman dresses. So, if there are things like this, should be treated without mercy. I'm going to put it that way. Without mercy.
Okay, without mercy, let's have about that.
Yeah, it's true that people should stop being gullible. And pertaining to the law, there's this association that covers all churches. One thing is certain. You should know the pastors that have passed through this kind of schools, that have gone through this process before. Then equally, having this CAC document, setting up a church, you should know that you have passed through the due process of having a church. And then secondly, if this kind of thing occur, this body should come out and then implement a law, whether you arrest them or you close down the church, or he stopped practicing as a pastor.
Okay, so of course I know that for Nigerian Constitution, I think I'll just take this briefly. We know that the 1999 Constitution, Section 38, guarantees freedom of religion for churches and other religious organizations. Notwithstanding, that should not give us the liberty to go to the extreme and begin to perform all sort of miracles and all of that and all of that. I'm speaking to all religion now. I mean, it doesn't matter you've been in the Christian fold or, you know, other religions. And also, I think there's a need for us to begin to speak to people more like a lot of people are victims. Some of them are already, should I say, lost. You know, they've really gone deep that there's hardly a thing you can say to them to convince them. So proper awareness it's needed to help these people come out of this, you know, if they need to go through a rehabilitation, because somehow it's a psychological thing. You know, they've been brainwashed, and it's going to take a whole lot to be able to bring them out.
And some pastors even go spiritual.
Yes, yes.
Just to attract people
of
to
course.
come.
I think you mentioned someone selling husbands or wives' property. And there's a video I saw. It's even one of these kit makers that went to that person's house to say, okay, Oga, this lady said her boyfriend has been sending her money to put up a building, and which she did, and at the end of it, this man came and said, sow a seed and all of that and all of that. And she gave it to the pastor with a car, only for the guy to return from the country he traveled to. And the lady started begging that she sold it as a seed to her pastor. They went to the pastor's house. The pastor was like, did I beg her to give it to me? You know, so awareness is needed. And for every other person, regardless of your religion, I'm hammering it because it's not just about Christianity. We see this thing happen everywhere. You know, critical thinking. Yes, even traditionalists, you know. Critical thinking. Don't be gullible. Don't let anybody just throw anything at you and you pick it up because you are trusting God for one thing or the other, because you are challenged and you feel, oh no, this person is the Messiah. You know, you need to really speak to yourself and look up to who exactly that can save you. Trust me, no physical being can save us. No physical being.
You tried the first one, the miracle did not come. So go.
No, they keep waiting. They'll continue to wait because
so
we know that the second coming of Jesus is yet to you. And we are still waiting. So they too, they are waiting. All right, guys, at this point, thank you for staying with us. We want to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll go straight into the second topic. We'll be right back. Yes, I want to believe you are still there with us, and you're welcome back. This is the other part of the program, the banter. So we'll just go straight into the second topic, and we'll be talking about corruption in NRC. That is Nigerian Railway Corporation. So basically, we want to pick out this conversation around a story. I think this happened October 1 or October 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. So a group of friends traveled for the weekend and returning back to Lagos, I think from Ibadan. I need to be very sure. It's within Ibadan and Lagos. I think they were coming from Ibadan back to Lagos. And according to the story, they said an official of NRC led the way, and to them, they thought he was actually taking them to where they would get the ticket. But unfortunately, he took them straight into the train and handed them over to another official who took them to coach 7, where they actually sat. Of course, the guy actually explained how he was trying to find out and know why he's not taking them to where they will get ticket. They don't have ticket, and even to the extent of asking people in that coach 7 if they already bought their ticket or not. And he realized that almost all of them there did not buy tickets at all. So if you are with your tickets, I think you will be, they'll fix you in coach 5 and other one. But for that coach 7, I can't remember the number now, but all of them did not, you know, get their ticket, and they paid cash to this guy. Cash. And according to him, they were 5, they paid 18,000. So think of the number of people in coach 7 paying 3,600 per head. For me, that's a huge loss to that corporation, NRC. Okay, so let's look at illegal and unethical practice. And yes, we have that in almost every sectors, but let's speak to NRC now. I'll begin with you.
Okay, I've always told people whereby anywhere I see them gathering and shouting, government is this, government is that, the nation is not working. We always try to push blame to other people. They'll always tell me in my house that it's small, small drops of water that makes a mighty ocean. So it's the contributed effort of all of us, the small, small illegal things we do, that's making this nation where it is today. Now just imagine people who left their houses early in the morning just to get somewhere, being cheated of their space on that train because some people who left at so time had already bought their way into. It doesn't sit well. And this will affect some people who did not get that signal to start insulting government for unnecessarily. So the issue is this: we as a people must start to begin to do things well. When I do something well, you do something well, the system will work fine, and there will be no loopholes for us to. If at all, only the government is bad, and we as a people we are acting right, the nation will not be where it is today.
Well, we are the government are we?
Yes, so
You pick from the ordinary Nigerian one way or the other to fill up that space.
Exactly.
It is when they get to that place that you begin to see them.
That's more reason why we've not been able to deal with this issue of corruption and bribery since 1960. Because you can't tell me that the people who were in government then in 1960 are the ones there today. The same thing. Once we change, okay, let's take a look at Goodluck Jonathan's time.
Okay.
They even protested to remove him because his government was not fine. When we came to Buhari's time, what were we doing? We were regretting. So that's the issue. No matter who you bring next year, the situation we are in, the mess we are in, will not change until the mindset of the people have changed.
Okay, so let's come to Juvie. Let's speak to loss of revenue. What do you think? So going back to that story, I realized in Coach 7, according to the story, they had over 60 passengers. So 60 passengers times 36,000 naira per head. And probably this practice has been going on for Oligo. So let's speak to loss of revenue.
I think Coach, I think it's Coach 8. Someone had to tweet on and said, one of the problems, let's speak on the general before we even talk on this. And you see, if I'm not willing to give a bribe,
okay,
you can't force me to give you one, especially when I know I'm in the right and I'm doing what is right. You can't. You might delay me, which I'm willing to. You delay me rather than you ask me for a bribe. And I don't take it as well from you.
Okay, so for the case of this guy, according to the story...
I want to hit a point here that, you see, Nigerians, majority of Nigerians, let me not say Nigerians, we like to cut corners. So the bread there used to be this bread. So bread, fresh is no longer fresh. Not like it's not fresh. It was meant for the morning. Then they sell it in the evenings at... instead of 300 back then, maybe they sell it for 100 naira. We will buy, like, jumbo size bread, 100 naira. Do you understand? But not on a very good day, you know you're buying it for 300 naira. But because it's evening, I say, evening market, they're not going to carry and go home now. Then you eat, then you get back home, and you're suffering from, let's say your stomach now hurts. You now say, oh, it is the government not checkmating fake product, you know? Do you understand? But you have gone to buy something. Now, so if it's a 3,600 naira and someone offers you that for a 2,000 naira and you paid, you are part of the problem.
Okay, so let's speak to fact.
Yeah, this is it's the same story. Yes, it's a story. Someone tweeted.
Yes.
It said that is September 3. Made a post on X.
September or October.
September,
Okay,
alleging
that should be a different story.
alleging ticket racketeering by officials of the NRC on the Lagos-Ibadan train.
Okay.
Hello at info_NRC. Your staff are charging 2,000 naira for a 3,000 trip from passengers instead of buying tickets.
So like I said, that's
like half of the passengers.
Let's speak to the matter.
That is the matter. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Well, this can be an addition, but I don't want us to drift away from the main story. Hold on.
I want to get to let me hear you.
This is the main story. The guy, according to the story, the guy said while they were approaching, he asked him. He told him that they don't have tickets yet. He said, "Don't worry, we are going to get it sorted." He didn't say you will not pay. He didn't say you will not get tickets. He said you are going to get it sorted. And when they got in there, he handed them over to another official, the guy also told her the same thing, that we don't have ticket yet. And he said at some point he became uncomfortable that he had to ask the people they were in that coach together. You understand? He said at some point he wanted to even now come out that, okay, at this point, I think I'm no longer comfortable. Yeah. Let me step out. And I think at that point, the train was already, preparing to move. And it got to coach 5, where he asked, and those ones said they already got their ticket. And to him, more like, okay, because they came late. He now asked that guy, when the guy showed up again, now asked him that, why are we not getting our ticket? The guy said, because you were late already. If I allow you to first go to where you get ticket before you come in, you will miss the train. I'm coming. Just according to the story, right? That you will miss the train. You won't be able to catch up, right? So, and he said the fare was 3,600, which they all paid. At the end of the day, he paid for 5 of them. And every other person, they are over 60, every other person paid 3,600, which is the regular fee. So it means that, if you are bringing up this story again, that they are taking 2,000 as against 2006, it means that the practice has been on, and because these are two different stories.
What I'm saying is, before this incident, let's not just hit NRC.
Okay, definitely.
The passengers are to blame as well. You are supposed to get your ticket. Why didn't you go to why do you need someone to take you to a particular coach in the first place?
Like an aid. Don't forget that.
No. There are standard practices everywhere.
If I speak for this person, probably he's using the train for the first time.
No.
Support Juvie on this.
Okay.
Because most Nigerians always take advantage of bad systems. Someone is benefiting out of that.
Definitely.
Both sides. Now, the person who is boycotting or the person who wants to get somewhere will do that. Why? Because he has somewhere to lift up. Because of time.
He doesn't want to lose the train.
The government official will also do that because of what? He's going to get additional money.
Let's have the guy speak to this issue. Fortune, sorry.
If we look at what the guy said, he didn't say the guy told them from start, they are going to pay 3,000. He said they took them to somewhere and they sat. Then they noticed people there. I don't have the ticket. So he didn't say. You can't say he does. He knows or he could be exactly. If he knows, when you get to a train, when you get to when you go to whether a bus station, a train station, there is a designated place for ticketing. Ticket buying, another. So why didn't you go there?
So
No.
He doesn't know anything.
Even if you're a first timer, see, for example, the BRT, before you even enter the BRT bus, there's this machine that stands. Where you tap in your card. And there is
This new train that just came in from here to Mautu. The first time I used it, I had to ask for like direction. Okay. I meant an official. I didn't know where they were paying or where they were topping up the card. I had to sorry, please, this is my first time. Because when I even entered, I didn't even know whether to go right or to go left.
You get it.
I had to meet the
and
security man at the
where they take you to?
He told me initially, go front. is there, the train will soon come, but go front and go and top up. And I didn't know the exact office to go.
You know.
And I had to meet one of the officials, like, please, I need to top up my card. But like, oh, that is the office there to go and top up my card.
There is a place designated for this action. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
So
let me
if
give an example. Let me give an
Let me
example.
say this. Let me say this. He said an official came to meet him. You know, you can't walk into a train station and just stand and an official come and meet you. He surely asked a question. That's what made the official move him to somewhere.
somewhere,
So you cannot say
when you got there. Were you an illiterate? Were you blind?
Okay, hold on. Let me
How do they get
You
their
paid
ticket?
without a ticket.
Let me
You
I want to give
entered.
an example. I want to give an
We can't-
example. I want to give an example. I want to cite an example. So the first time I will use Osho the Agege train. You know, it's been a long time. They use this tickets, you know, paper. So, you know, where we joined, it was not where they have the station where you go and get tickets. It is when you join the train, in there you have a ticketer who will give you a ticket and you pay. In fact, that was my very first experience within Lagos.
A ticket.
Wait, yes, inside.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't get what I'm saying. I'm saying that inside the train. And I paid and he gave me the ticket. I am not, now, it's more as if I'm speaking for these guys. With the explanation, you will realize that he was willing to pay. It's not like he does not want to pay. And he kept asking.
Not done
And
the
and
right
actually
thing.
paid
We
the
cannot
exact
blame
amount.
a system
So,
when we continue to do the
exact
same thing.
amount.
You don't get it. You don't get it. Probably for him now, it could be the same thing I experienced way back. Maybe he will be thinking, okay, they will give me the ticket.
Yeah,
when
maybe
I get
he
him
thought
the-
Ignorance is no excuse. Ignorance. See, this thing is very important and it will help you. Ignorance
What of
is
if the
no
ticket has
excuse.
finished?
In what
Okay,
of
what
that?
of if?
This is we don't work on assumption or presumption. What are the facts? Is there a place designated for tickets? Yes. Why didn't you go there?
What of it was a first timer?
Somehow you would have reported this rogue. You would have okay.
Why would he report it?
Now you don't have a story. What could the story do? What have we been able?
You entered into a vehicle that is going to transport you somewhere, and you definitely know that you are going to pay for something.
Yes.
You are seated. Don't you expect that someone will come and ask you for money?
Definitely. And that was what he was expecting.
So what are we saying?
But this scenario is different.
Now calm down. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Now just calm down. Just calm down. You are entering a train. Now you don't pay with money.
No,
You
that
get
that
a
train,
ticket.
That train.
You get a
Yes,
ticket.
yes,
That's what I'm
yes.
saying. And normally, even if this is your first time, you already know that, okay, I'm going to get a ticket. Because you cannot tell me that you are going to a train and you don't understand how the payment system.
There was no ticket available.
And he asked him to sit down, right? And he asked him to sit down. Obviously. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't say that. No, let's not tweak the story on
Can I
that.
read the story? Can I read this part? Can I read this part? I'm skipping to where he said this. I was about to step out to look for the ticket counter when I saw the time. The time it was 3:55. So please, he actually paid. Then realized, okay, he has.
No, at that point, I don't think he has paid.
He paid to who? To
He wanted to go-
the
he wanted to
official.
go- Since he realized
So
that
there are
they were
fake
not asking
policemen
for
with
money.
uniform, fake army officers with uniform. So because you saw someone with uniform, you paid. You are to be arrested.
How will I know his
You are to be arrested.
How will I know his face?
So
How will I know his face?
it takes another official to be able
will I
to
know his
identify that. Or you say, sir, where is the ticket? I can't give you my money. How can you give someone? So Amaka, you as an Igbo girl, you will go to Alaba. You will give your money and you've not seen the television. How about the Allah? Tell me how that will happen.
Okay, guys.
The scenario you are painting is way different.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
What of it was
It's
the
the same.
first time? It's way different. There's no way I've got Alaba there. I've got television I've not seen.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are trying to address the issue of corruption and illegal practices. You understand? Not just in NRC now, all over. We are just using this as a channel, to connect to other sectors. So basically, if you look at it, if this is a practice that has been on over time, that's a huge loss to the government and of course the economy, can we also speak to the impact on public trust? So for me now, it means that if I see any official coming to me to say, I will just go blank with them. You understand? That trust is no longer there because I believe you will eat my money and at the same time you scam government. So I mean, can we just speak to that briefly and so we can move on?
Okay.
So we are speaking to trust now, public trust.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is this. Like I said before, people are taking advantage of the system from both ends, and it's causing us a big mess. So we need to stop taking advantage of bad.
I think I want to add this while you speak to this. Can you speak to the root cause?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. The root cause of our mess in this country is because the issue we are facing is not just coming from one end. It's coming from both ends. Now you get to a place whereby, okay, for instance now, I'll just give this scenario. A child writes WAEC, JAM, post-UTME, he doesn't gain admission, and he already knows someone who is a senator that is going to help him and add his name to the admitting list, thereby pushing another child who worked hard for that spot out of the list.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the root cause? Now we blame, the government are so corrupt, but who prompted that action? Now the issue, the situation is from both ends, but someone prompted it, and that person that prompted it is from the people, not from the government official. Because if that person had not gone to meet the government official, that crime would have not been committed. So what I'm saying is this: when we have a system whereby the two ends, the end of the tunnel, that is the lights, are dark, you will remain inside that tunnel, and that's it. The situation is for us the solution is for us to stop taking advantage of this bad system. When things are not working well, we should stand our ground, even though it's not going to benefit us. Let's try and do the right things.
All right, Juvie, let's have a quick. Juvie is still burning, he's still frowning. Oh my goodness.
I'm looking at it. It's not just our system that is wrong. We Nigerians, we are wrong ourselves. We are wicked. We are liars. And we don't really want, majority of us don't want the growth that we say or the change that we clamor on the streets. Because now let's take this NRC for instance. These people had seen this leak in the system. They knew there will always be someone who is pressed for time, who is pressed, and so the person doesn't really care, like, what I just need to get to my destination. So I'm willing to pass, provided I get to my destination. So they say, okay, how many people do we have on the train today? Oh, we have this shortfall. Let's just wait here and gather these people and the money. And we can't actually even tell you that the authority, some people are not aware of this.
Some are part of.
So they obviously somehow maybe sort some set of people and they keep some for themselves. Just like you have on the streets. Buses, they paint stuff on your buses and
take some money from you.
Do you understand? So these people have become billionaires overnight. And so sometimes when I hear people tell me, oh, I had a friend, he said, oh, in Sharjah. I'm like, wait, is it that those people were born differently? Like, they don't have fault?
What is in Sharjah?
Like Abu Dhabi. Is it that these guys are angels? No. But they made that, they don't do it. They make it very easy for the guys that are going to keep the law, for those that they are going to bring into the law, very small. Because if majority of the people are doing it, how many people do you intend to arrest? But very few people, and they can watch them and check them. So a policeman says, you don't give bribe in the UAE. I mean, I've heard someone say before, then I saw someone said, you can't even try it. You give me bribe. No, why not you do the right thing? When we start to do the right thing, when you know that you are late for an appointment, you wait for whoever is ready to go. Let them go. Then you wait for your turn or you reschedule your appointment. And also, if we are digitalize our pattern of payment, just like you do in the latest the
Let it
train.
just be card.
If you just have your card,
no physical
you know,
transaction.
there's no money
to
passing
exchange,
from one
yes.
person. We'll not
Yes.
have all this. I
Of
know
course.
people in Nigeria would like to still cut, but at least it will reduce
You
it.
know how bad this thing is? I was going somewhere one day and I counted the line because a BRT bus will take about 45 people. And I counted the line and I saw that, okay, there were like 20 to 30 people. And I said, oh, I'm safe, that this bus is going to be able to contain me. When the bus came, I found out that the line was increasing. And I was moving, yeah. And you know the worst part was people were even fighting on the queue and saying, you were not here, you were not. And I got to find out that some people even collect money to keep space for someone.
Wow.
True.
So now, what are we talking about? Is this the government's issue?
Okay, so let's have you.
I don't
Fortune.
know how you keep calling me July.
I just want to give you a new name.
I'm sharp bright. So well, these same people, these same officials, when cases like fuel increase in price, dollar, they are still the one that will come out and say the government did this, the government is bad. But meanwhile, can't we just be the government? Can't we take a responsibility and do it right? Okay, what can, well, it's a lot of money, but what can 3,600 naira? How long can you eat that money?
You have that
For 60
How long
you are going to ball. For 60 persons, you are going to ball. And you do that every day of the week. So calculate it for 3 months.
We should be the government. We try to lead by example.
That's it.
The government are our children.
Oh, really?
I'm going to put it that way. Let them learn from us. Okay, let them learn from us because we are not learning from them.
Oh.
So give them a reason to change.
Oh, I see. Okay, let's have
Okay, there is this song. Let me just sing it. I don't know. Chop the national moi moi. Chop the national cake. You chop your own, I chop my own. Our government said they chop their own. If you still dwell on that mentality, you're backward. Trust me. How do you expect an economy to grow when you eat deep into people's wound? The country is tough enough for you to be scamming your own person in the same country. That is very bad and very wrong. There's dignity in doing the right thing. There is dignity in doing the right thing. The grassroots level is already polluted. Please, don't pollute it more.
All right. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I think we've been able to speak to this issue, and of course, that has been our opinion so far. I will take it from where you stop. There is dignity in doing the right thing, regardless of the sector. We want to say we should all come together as patriotic Nigerians to do what is right, because we want the country to grow. We can't keep clamoring government, and we ourselves, we are worsening the situation. You know, we keep doing terrible things and we continue to shout at, government, probably because they are up there, all eyes are on them. Well, yes, we are not seeing you, all eyes are not on you, but there is dignity in doing the right thing. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. Until tomorrow, we'll be coming your way again with another exciting topics to discuss on the show, The Banter. I remain Grace Komolafe. Guys, quickly go on our social media platforms, follow us, drop your comments, be part of the conversation. Before I leave, a big shout out to all the guys behind the camera. Trust me, not just me, right? We love you. Okay, till tomorrow. Bye-bye.